Welcome. My name is Rene Bastarache, and today I'd like to speak to you about the traits of the conscious mind. The conscious mind uses approximately 7 to 10% of your mind. The conscious mind is the part of your mind that makes all decisions. It is in control. It's similar to the relationship between the captain of a ship and its crew. The captain of the ship, the one that's in control, is the conscious mind, of course, and the entire crew, which can number upwards to hundreds or even thousands of members, would be the same as the subconscious mind. That's where all the power and the work comes from, but the instruction comes from the captain, the conscious mind. Now, there's two very important features of the conscious mind that are important for you to understand. Understanding these two features will help you to understand so much about yourself and your client. Why your clients are not able to achieve their goals on their own. It all has to do with the conscious mind. So here we go. This first feature of the conscious mind is that it is geared very negatively. It's suspicious and is often very untrusting. Here's an example to show you what I mean. Just for a moment, imagine that someone you know, let's say your next door neighbor, comes up to you and says, if you're a woman, he says, "You know, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. You are so gorgeous, I'd like to submit your picture to Vogue magazine because they're having an article on the most beautiful woman in the world." Now, what are you thinking when he's saying this to you? Most people would be waiting for him to drop the other foot and to find out, okay, what are you up to? Do you need money? Do you need to borrow the car? What's going on? Or if you're a man, the same thing. If somebody comes up to you and says, "You know, you're the most intelligent man I've ever met before. I'd like to write a book on the intelligence of man and put your picture right on the front page, if that's all right." Now, that sounds kind of like a salesman. Okay, what are you selling? Immediately, you get very negative. You cross your arms and, okay, what's going on? What's the catch? Where's the hidden camera? We are naturally leery of these kind of things. Even if the person that spoke to you or said these things to you believed you were the most beautiful woman in the world or the most intelligent guy in the world, even if it was true, we have a hard time accepting these things. We always expect the worst. So keep in mind that the conscious mind is naturally negative, suspicious, and untrusting. Now, the second trait that I'm going to share with you is probably the most important thing for you to understand from this point forward. The conscious mind is a creature of habit. It's a creature of habit. It wants everything to remain the same, status quo. Now, this is so important to understand. Even though your client may want to change, may want to quit smoking, may want to stop biting their nails, might want to do something that is very good for them, they are their own worst enemy because their conscious mind wants to fight it, because the conscious mind wants to stay the same. You've probably seen the cartoons before of somebody standing there making the decision, and there's an angel on one side and a devil on the other, and go ahead and do it. No, don't do it. Go ahead and do it. And it goes back and forth. This is what's going on. You know that quitting smoking would be good for you as an example, but the conscious mind is saying, yeah, but what are you going to do with your spare time? Of course, you know that you're going to live a lot longer. And he says, well, who cares? Everyone's going to die sometime. But you're going to save so much money. But who cares? You got plenty of money. You have a habit. Keep the habit going. So you're going back and forth. It's always rationalizing. It wants to stay the same, even if the same is detrimental to your health. This is why New Year's resolutions, you may have decided to go to a gym, and somebody will go to the gym maybe for about a week or so, and all of a sudden they stop going. Or you decide to quit smoking, or you decide to start jogging, or you decide to start whatever kind of hobby or activity that you could think of. And usually within about a week, maybe even two, they're right back to where they were before. They just went back to their original behavior, because the conscious mind, of course, is always jumping out there and wanting you to remain the same. It doesn't like change. Now think of that. It doesn't like change. That in itself is not possible. It isn't possible to remain the same. There is no such thing as same in life. Even if you sat there, if I sat here in this chair all day long and decided not to change, no way will I change. Guess what? I'm not changing personally, but time is going on. Things are going on outside around me. The day's going on, business is going on. My beard may be growing out. If you sit here too long, you might even start smelling. Okay, but things are constantly going on around you. So, am I remaining the same? No, I'm changing, because if things are progressing and I'm doing nothing, I'm actually digressing. It would be similar to standing on a treadmill, because the world is constantly moving like a treadmill. And if I'm standing on that treadmill and saying, nope, I'm not going to progress, and I just stop, guess what? That treadmill is still going. Okay? You've seen these long treadmills they have in the airports, where you go on for quite a ways. You're still moving. So either you're going forwards or you're going backwards. There's no stop. If you decide to do nothing, you're still progressing, because life continues to go on. So this whole idea of remaining the same, there's no such thing. So keep in mind, when you find resistance in doing anything and trying to advance and trying to progress, the reason you're receiving this resistance is because of the nature of your conscious mind to remain the same. So when you feel resistance to doing something good, change the resistance. Realize where this resistance is coming from and do what it was that you wanted to do to progress anyway. It's amazing. I always tell my students that when a client comes to see you, if you wait long enough and let him speak long enough, he'll tell you what his problem is, how it's been exhibiting the problem as time's been going on, how he feels the problem should be taken care of, and what to do. So basically, once he closes his eyes and you bring him in hypnosis, he's pretty much told you the exact treatment he needs. The reason for this is, in order to improve, you already know what you need to do to improve. However, your conscious mind won't allow you to do it. If you want to quit smoking, how do you quit smoking? You just don't put another cigarette in your mouth. It's that simple. But you'll find so many reasons to do it. If you want to continue going to the gym, how do you continue going to the gym? You continue going. Realize where this resistance is coming from and move ahead. You know how to change. You can do it. That's the whole idea of suggestion, is to bypass the conscious mind so the strong subconscious mind can receive the suggestion and basically carry it through. Thank you for watching this video. But before you go, I want to give you the same reminder. If you have any questions or anything you'd like us to speak about in a future video, please subscribe to this video and leave a comment on the bottom of what you'd like to hear spoken about. Also, if you haven't done so yet and you'd like to receive a copy of our hypnosis manual, this is a free download that you can get just for going to our site. It's a 446-page hypnosis curriculum. This is the actual curriculum that we use in all our schools worldwide to teach people to be hypnosis practitioners. You can get yours free just by going to the website choosehypnosis.com, and you'll see it written at the end of this video. And the reason we do this is our business card, our way of showing you the quality of our training, our way of helping everybody out there. Thanks a lot for visiting, and have a spectacular day.